Ladies and gentlemen, Drake has been on an anti-LeBron campaign for a little while now. And we get it. He not like us. He went to the pop out. You feel betrayed. Whatever. Whether it's the Fighting Irish freestyle, whether it's the switching the lyric that he was shouting out LeBron to be dissing LeBron, whether it's covering up the SGA tattoo, the LeBron tattoo with an SGA tattoo, which is crazy, and whether it's what did I miss, he's been campaigning, and LeBron said, we had enough. Savannah James said, we had enough. And they have finally clapped back in their own special way. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get right
YouTube.
Shout out to Chig Smooth, legend, cooking, love his
Chigs.
Shout out to my
Get ready.
Know what to do,
So
Chig.
listen, Chick Smooth. Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
LeBron James is completely unfazed and unbothered by all the Drake diss records. As a matter of fact, looks like LeBron James is doubling down on being anti-Drake. Now, 6 months ago, Drake released the Fighting Irish freestyle dedicated to LeBron James. Then last month, he dropped What Did I Miss, another record seemingly aimed at LeBron James. In both records,
and you forget, the Chigs didn't even say the whole switching the lyric thing, the tattoo thing. He's been low-key going at LeBron harder than he's went at Kendrick. Since the battle, I don't think he's uttered Kendrick's name. But boy, is LeBron catching it. LeBron nigga, you go to me like I wrote the song. What?
Drake seems awfully confused about what went wrong between him and Bron. Bro, we were family. We traded watches. You were always asking about my son, checking up on my family, and I was doing the same for you too. I thought we was cool, two peas in a pod. Drake would often speak about how close him and Bron actually were.
LeBron is beyond just like a business affiliate to me or just a player on the court. You know, that's one of my closest friends. So, our relationship spans far past basketball and music. You know, LeBron, cares about my family and friends I care about.
It definitely feels like you're listening to, okay, I get the whole, you supposed to be my mans, ooh-op the bam, da-da-da-da, and we don't know LeBron and Drake's relationship behind the scenes. Maybe he has every right to feel that way. But there comes a point, right, where just as a man, or not even a man, because it's a woman too, as a person, you got to be like, all right, it's over. It would be no different than, usually you got to say this about, relationship stuff. It's like, bro, you got to know when to let it go, fam. You can't be the nigga. It's like you outside of LeBron's house with a boombox while it's raining in a trench coat, playing goddamn some, how do I live without you? At a certain point, it's like, bro, this is starting to feel more than a friendship, man. God damn, bro.
His family and friends, you know what I'm saying? So it's a La Familia thing, man.
Tell me that this doesn't give messages I left my ex on their phone vibes. Tell me this don't give voicemails I left my ex when everything was good vibes. Listen.
Family and friends, I care about his family and friends, you know what I'm saying? So it's a La Familia thing, man.
LeBron said y'all had a special relationship, it was on a whole nother level, you were his brother by blood.
Yeah, we're family, for real, before every game, we have great conversations, just life conversations, and
But I've always said, I do understand Drake's anger, though. I'm not one of those people who be like, why would you be mad at LeBron? It does come to a point where it's like, bro, you got to think, because I've always said, LeBron being who he is in LA, come on, gang. You thought he was going to come and pop out? Come on, bro. And he's been friends with Kendrick this whole time, too. So it's just what? See, now, I do live by the merit of, if two of your niggas is getting into it, stay out of it. You understand me? Stay out of it. Or he might have thought Kendrick was absolutely right. And that's his prerogative too, bro. But like I said, I get it. If LeBron's out here saying we brothers and this, that, and the third, but I also don't know if something happened to change that either. Because LeBron doesn't speak as much about it as Drake does. But at the end of the day, bro, the second I went to the pop out, okay, cool, whatever. The second you do this stuff, cool. Nigga, the second you start feeding academics, oh yeah, I forgot about that, feeding academics information that I possibly might have cheated on my wife, and you might accidentally expose that, or somehow academics get his hands on this information, which is you feeding them because that's what you be using academics for. You be treating them like a late night sneaky link where you don't want people to know y'all together, but you once you do that though, it's up forever. So stop acting like we was cool. These whole we used to be friends. Why'd you diss me? I'm gonna put my if I'm LeBron, if I see Drake, I'm putting my hands and feet I'm balling him up like Space Jam and dunking him, nigga. Like once you start crossing those lines, I'm putting my hands on you. So it's like F all that friendship shit you was talking about before. You my op now, for real. And you lucky I don't drop it. If I'm LeBron, I drop an F Drake song, but whatever.
Try and encourage him as much as I can. I support. When I come to the game, I feel like we have, some like wavelength connection. I feel like my energy and his, like, we're just connected, like, in a way that two young individuals chasing a very, a dream that would seem extremely distant. We can relate, like we're in the same position, and so yeah, that's my dog, definitely.
One thing about Chigs, I wish you would play the actual clip too of what is going on. He has a lot of still pictures, and I know a lot about YouTube. I think he does that because of like copyright things, but if you're getting the audio off, odds are you're gonna be able to get the video off too. I don't know if you didn't know. I've been doing YouTube for like 8 years, bro, and I've been seeing all the copyright issue stuff. If you ever need help, let me know, bro. I'm the fighting claim master out here, bro.
That's why I go, that's why I go so much.
I've learned a lot from him that will not talk about with you guys. That's what you guys saw. That's who he is, and I think it's a lot of things that we talk about. I've been knowing Drake since 2007, and we've grown closer and closer every year, and I'm proud of who he is today, not only as an artist, not only as a son, but as a father, and he's one of the biggest stars that we have on this planet right now, and it's just because of who he is and his hard work and dedication to his craft.
So obviously seeing Bron at the pop-out show having a good old time, dancing to music that's dissing him and also calling him a PDF, Drake is not only hurt, but he's pissed off.
Remember I said, I get it. It's the extent at which you did it. It would be the same way, and the only examples I could think of is when you're in a relationship like a female or something, but like, because this is what this feels like, but it would be the same way that even if your ex, no matter how bad your ex did, no matter how your ex could have cheated on you, at a certain point, and Drake has passed that point because, like we said, fighting Irish, all this stuff he's been doing for this last year, bro, you at a certain point, you got to go, all right, let me go ahead and clip this and move on. It'd be the same advice I would give one of my homies who couldn't get over an ex. I'd be like, bro, at a certain point, you're only hurting yourself, right? You're cutting yourself thinking it's gonna hurt her. Like, you have to move on, gang. And I'm not even trying to, it's not even a diss to try to talk to it like it's a relationship. It's what it feels like. So it's like, and like I said, he's not fully wrong for the stuff that, like, I would feel betrayed too, but I would still have too much pride. Like, not too much pride, but I would still know at a certain point, publicly, I could, if I'm Drake, because you already know the Iceman album's going to be all disses. Let me just tell y'all this, if you don't know. He going to be dissing and going crazy on Iceman. And I would actually be excited for it if he wasn't doing the most anti-hip-hop thing and suing over disses and then dissing, which is also hypocritical and very Karen behavior. But whatever. I get it, but at a certain point, it's like, bro, you just look. And Drake does have this weird, it seems like it's like, gets weird, like, obsessions with people. And a lot of them is like people, he tattoos on him. So it's just like, I get you feel betrayed again, but like, move on. Like, move on, bro. He's not a rapper. You got enough connection where I feel like you can send him stuff directly. And I don't even mean, you could be petty directly. You could be like, oh yeah, fire off a text. You could be petty, but it's just at a certain point, gang. Come on, bro. You done dropped 2 diss tracks on this nigga already. It'd be one thing if he was responding. You're having a whole 3-round battle with this nigga, and he's not even rapping against you.
Recently, news came out that Drake has officially swapped out the LeBron tattoo for an SGA tattoo. Drake would often get criticized.
Drake, you gotta stop tattooing niggas, especially if they alive on you. Yeah, because people might let you down. It's already weird to me that's already like a weird thing, but like, bro, like, and you tattooing somebody on you shouldn't mean that now it's a contract that for your loyalty. Because what happens when SGA lets you down? What happens when as you do something wrong? Like, come on, bro, this is weird.
For still having LeBron James tattooed on him while still making diss records about him. So he said enough is enough. SGA, get in here, buddy. You're officially my new LeBron. Now, me personally, I would have just either left it empty or put a tattoo of somebody from my team, maybe an uncle, maybe a family member, not another basketball player, but that's just me. Now,
and that also gives petty ex vibes, where you cover up your ex with your new person, and it's like, bro, you just met this nigga. Like,
LeBron James was out in Cannes, France, enjoying his offseason. He was seen at a restaurant with his wife Savannah, going crazy and turning up to Not Like Us by Kendrick.
And as LeBron should. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all: don't nobody hate Drake more than Savannah. We gotta study. We gotta figure out. Nobody hates Drake more, because throughout this whole thing consistently, the person who has been hating Drake the most is Savannah James, bro. She polite. She knows something about this nigga that we might know or don't know that she don't like at all, bro. And there's something when a sister smell it, I'll be trusting it, nigga. Like, I don't know what it is, but you smell it, I trust it. That's how my sister is too. My sister if she goes, nah, that's a fuck boy. I'll be like, what do you mean? You know that? That's a fuck boy. Don't hang out with him. She usually be right. Same thing with my moms, bro. Even when my mom says something that's absolutely crazy, it usually ends up being correct. It could be when we're kids. It'll be like, he gonna turn out to be, he gonna go to jail at least 3, 4, 5 times. He gonna talk to his PO more than he gonna have kids. He gonna talk to his PO more. Goddamn, mama's messed up. Goddamn, right on time. How'd you know? They got this ability to smell it, nigga. I don't know what it is. They can smell fuckboyism like quicker than niggas can. And shout out to, because if somebody tried to insinuate I cheated on my whiz, and me and my whiz it looked like we got stronger after that, and she's on some F that nigga shit. Oh, that's my rider right there. What do you mean, nigga? You know what gang it is, nigga? Gang, nigga. What do you mean, nigga? James on Ain't you
Now, fans also noticed that 2 days ago, LeBron James made a special appearance in Tyler's music video. People feel like LeBron James only clicked up with Tyler just to get at Drake. Now, me personally, I'm not gonna go that far down the rabbit hole. These guys have been friends for years before the whole Drake beef popped off. Now, Drake fans, do not get mad at me in the comments, but if you're LeBron James and this guy already dropped 2 diss records on you and
fed information that you alluding to you might have cheating on your wife, don't leave that out, bro.
one of them, he's actually threatening to expose whatever happened between you guys and some females, allegedly.
Oh, I forgot that in that song he also said it too. Oh, man.
Obviously, there's no rekindling this friendship.
Over,
Drake has drawn a line in the
over.
sand, and you know what? Fuck it. So will I. And also, outside of Not Like Us being a Drake diss record, it's actually a really good song. And we know LeBron James is a music head. So
okay, so I'm gonna leave. I meant to leave more, but this was super interesting. I'm gonna leave like a couple minute, like a little bit, for you to see his full thoughts on that. But what I'm saying is, I 100% think LeBron showing up in that video is something. Even if it's not something, it's something. Like, we gotta stop. Sometimes I hate it when we act like, because we try to act like we're not in drama. We throw, like, it's perfectly fine to say, Tyler knew what the optics of that was going to look like, especially when you have the clips in it too. Like, they knew. And I hate it when people do stuff. I hate it when artists or people do stuff, celebrities, figures do stuff that clearly sends a specific message, and then they look at you stupid Like, how could you, if Tyler came and be like, why would you think that this has anything to do with Drake, even though it's an aggressive song where the lyrics could be taken like I'm talking about somebody, and then I have two people who who are currently having issues with Drake. One of them lost a record deal potentially because of it, and the other one is literally fighting, he said that he cheated on his wife and is currently beefing, and he's literally on stage switching lyrics to diss this nigga, and we're the idiots for thinking those three specific niggas you had in the video is nothing to do with it. I don't feel like that's going down a rabbit hole. I feel like you left breadcrumbs, and then when we follow the crumbs, if you're telling us we're wrong, that's like leaving breadcrumbs. As soon as we get to the end of it, you just punch us in the mouth, and it's like, nigga, what? Or be like, why'd you follow this trail? But shout out to Tiggs, man. This was hilarious.